And a nuclear boom in the hands of someone like Ahmadinejad is a real danger. The Iranian president has no tired of repeating his desire to wipe Israel off the map. And he used those exact words. He does not try to hide it with euphemisms. There is no alarmism in saying that an atomic Ahmadinejad is a real danger. With the constant challenge to international community, the Ahmadinejad regime is not only a threat for our country, but of the rest of the region, to which a nuclear Iran will always bring greater instability, plus also being a threat to Europe, of course. A few days ago, the United Nations once again voted a resolution condemning Iran, Resolution 1929. It was the fourth in the last 3 years. As well, the United States and the European Union both have approved new sanctions. I don't know if each recommendation to members of the international community to intensify their pressure against the regime will bear the fruit that the previous resolution were never able to provide. This will, without doubt, turn up the head of the Tehran regime and its more dangerous elements such as revolutionary guards. However, the sanctions are aimed at forcing the regime to begin serious negotiation over its nuclear program with an eye to getting them to cancel it. The sanctions, therefore, are not designed to put an end to the regime, which is what we truly need. For me, stopping nuclear rise in Tehran is essential, but not enough. We must bring a change of regime to Iran. The Iranian people have been showing us, despite the repression, that this is what they want. And in my view, liberal democracies have an obligation to uphold freedom in those places where it does not exist and people seek it. Unfortunately, this has not been the option during the last year, and I perfectly understand many Iranians' possible feeling of frustration, of abandonment. Despite the sanction approved recently, the greatest power in the world seems sometimes more focused on trying to keep his opponents happy than on helping the force of freedom. And we Europeans, despite as well the sanction recently approved, continue to prefer the short side of giving priority to our short-term business interests over the political ideals that we should be defending around the world. These values have made possible the greatest advance of mankind. They are based on a concept of the person as a free and responsible being who possesses a dignity and fundamental rights which exist prior to any political system. Liberal democracy is the only source of legitimacy for a government. It is open to participation by all to search together for the common good based on the law and with respect for tolerance, and pluralism. The Iranian people have suffered enough, and they deserve some different, a better, secure life in freedom. Many have to look for this elsewhere other than their homeland. Today's meeting, very impressive meeting, is a good example. But I do not want to end my address without remembering and giving some words of encouragement to all those who have not been able to find an environment like ours. I refer to all those refugees living in camps far from their homes and comforts, and in particular to those that are living today and have lived for many years in Camp Aznar near Baghdad. Created in 1986, a symbol of tenacity. The over 3,000 people who live there are now subject to harassment by the Iraqi authorities. Certainly not because they want to, but because they have succumbed to pressure from Ayatollah's regime. Therefore, let this reminder be a call to the international community to put a stop to the punishment that the Iranian regime wishes to inflict on its own people simply because they disagree with it. The future of Aznar is tied to Iran, and Iran's future is tied to freedom, respect for the person, equality, a human dignity. The end of the communist regime is just around the corner. It's our duty to ensure, it is our duty to ensure that the corner is closer and closer every day. While I personally will always support my Iranian friends, dissidents, oppositors, and people like you that fight for freedom and democracy in Iran. Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Aznar, for your great, important speech and for your remarks.